Hey, what's up? This is Tim Man at TimManBeats.com coming to you live today to show you guys how to augment 808s and give my theory on how to do it in probably a little bit easier way or a little bit intuitive way, give you a little bit more control. Anyway, let's get it going. So first, I would say select the 808 that you like. I use 121 today, and you can see the wavelength here. And right now, it's just a raw 808, nothing special about it. What you want to do first is on the wavelength in here in the properties portion, you're going to right click on it and then you're going to hit edit or control E, which takes that wavelength and puts it into Edison. And now in Edison, you're going to left click on this little marker here and go down to detect pitch regions, which is very important. You want to pitch all your sounds, or majority of them. I would say all though. And then you're going to figure out that it's going to tell you the root note is G#2. And I like this 808 because through this 808, the tone really doesn't change much. It just fades out. So that's why I like this 808. Now, different 808s get different, they have different pitch detections, and sometimes you may get a pitch in between, but this is why I like this one. Once you find that pitch, G#2, go up into your envelope portion. And in your envelope portion, what you want to do is now put it on G#, which is right here. And this is the root note portion. I basically right click to put the actual root of the note on G#2. Now, if you accidentally right click, of course, it doesn't matter. You're all right. You figuring out you can't fix it. Just hit reset here. It fixes everything, even the root note designation. So now put it on G#. It don't matter. It doesn't have to be on G#2 as long as it's on a G#. It is in tone. And before you leave here, look up here in envelopes. This is the portion that gives you even more control, because a lot of people like to just cut itself on and they're done. But I would say go the extra step and activate the envelope for it and turn down the attack and then turn down the release and turn up the sustain. You're going to get this little half triangle thing going on, or semi triangle, where you can now, when you play the note, it stops soon as you lift your hand off the key, which gives you way more control for when you want to play 808s with greater control. Now we're still not done. We're going to go into the wrench, because this is when you're getting into the augmentation portion and you want to augment it a little bit. So I'm going to turn the polyphonics. And if you don't know what polyphonics is, it's pretty much the amount of notes that can be activated at once in layman's terms. I'm pretty sure it's a more technical definition, but hey, I don't have that. I'm just going to give you the layman's. Turn it on 1, because you only want one note to activate when you touch it, not multiple. Definitely for 808s at least. And also, there's another tip in here. So if you want to slide your 808, this goes right into sliding the 808. So what you want to do is turn on porta, which is short for portamento. Put the 808 into mono, because I don't know why you won't want to have a stereo 808. You can, but mono works just fine for 808s and drums. And now you can adjust the slide here, and you can just play. And this gives you greater control for when you want to literally get in a mix and get that that custom made 808 sound, instead of just it striking every hit or something like that. And also, along with this slide, of course, if you don't know, you can also slide in the piano roll just like this. I think it's probably be worth me kind of putting in some notes here real quick, just to give you guys a quick demonstration. And all right, something simple. And do is just mirror this here. And on the piano roll, stretch those notes out. So now that you got that, you know, whatever basic pattern that you want to, you know, choose for that moment, you can also remember you can always go in and augment the 808s just like this. This is the old fashioned way that somebody taught me. And you just, once you have the piano keys in the piano roll or the notes in the piano roll, double click on it, you get note properties, and then you turn on slide, which is this little heel here. Slide to D6, which basically means it's taking C sharp and sliding it up to D6. That's it. And then you hit accept, and then it basically does just that. It slides that note up to that, which is basically the same thing that's happening when you activate the slide in here. But this slide is a little different, but it's the same thing. It's just you have to slide it by hand, and I feel like just having that hand control is that much more greater. But anyway, to go a step further with augmented 808s, take the 808 and throw it into the mixer. Let's throw it into select it. It's selected. Throw that into the mixer 3 and go into the channels, and you can use 2 effects for this. I'm going to show you these 2 effects, which one is Effector and the second is Camel Crusher. Both of them do the same exact thing, which is will have the ability to do the same exact thing, because Effector can do a whole bunch of different stuff. But let's start out with Effector first, because that's by default the one that you will get in FL Studios. If you don't have any version, just I guess you will have to upgrade or buy it separately or something like that. But in the version you have here, it's pretty much the FX module, and you turn off bypass, turn on distort, and now when you play the 808, sorry for that noise, I know that was loud. And now you already see, just with a little bit of augmentation, you can already introduce some distortion in there to get that Mike Will of Metro Boomin vibe. And also, because I always want to try to give you guys 2 ways to do it. With Camel Crusher, it's a free one that you can actually just go out and download. I forgot where I downloaded that, but just Google it. You can find a place to download it. And by default, this is used for distortion. And you can already see just by the preset already, it's already sounds pretty nice. You just probably need to turn down a little bit of the amount. And in short, that is how you augment 808s. Now I can't go very advanced with it, but this is pretty much all you need. You don't need any of the extra stuff. Anyway, this is 10 Man Beats, and I am out.